Hello everyone, and welcome to the start of a new adventure in Arelith. We are playing as a new character, Darius Dawn Daggerdig. He is a tiny little forest gnome. Written a short little description here. A tiny gnomish creature with beady eyes. He is ever vigilant, always checking over his shoulder for some unperceived pursuer. So yeah, we're starting off fresh. Gonna be a new type of character. Our first run through the server ended in tragedy, unfortunately, but this gentleman right here, he has great things in his future. Made a nice little outfit, I think. Yeah, we're still in the starter area, but now I have my first decision to make. Where will we begin? I think so we have the option of Skal, Corridor, Sencliff, or Bragendenstein. I'm leaning towards starting in Skal once again. I think it fits my character's backstory that I just made up in my head 5 minutes ago. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Skal. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm very excited to begin this journey. I'll share a little bit about the character as we get into things here. We have arrived. Very strange figure greets us, Dockmaster Marvin. What do you mean by condolences? Means you're downright unlucky to wash up here, but I suppose we could use the extra hands. How encouraging. Humph. Humph. Gonna dash out of here. Got a sign. It's a very different perspective than we had when we were a larger individual. We can fit into some smaller hiding spots. What is this place? Yes. Ah, there's a normal sized lady.
How's it going?
What's that building? Of course, the problem is the food store with a big infestation problem. Okay. Darius here is a little forest gnome. Um, he's misunderstood alignment, but basically we've had to leave our secluded forest home because it no longer exists. Some great incident occurred that forced us out. We are stuck in this sort of exile, this new unfamiliar place full of all these extremely large people. Do not trust any of them. It's going to be a very different vibe than our beloved character Travis had. Very distrustful. I know that I need to speak with the Havding to get to level 3, but is it even worth it? I have to sneak through all these people. There's a giant fire elemental there. We'll watch. We'll wait. Can any of them be trusted? I think I'm gonna make a dash for it. I'm gonna make a dash for the Havdings. Run! Run, Darius! Get in there, you can't trust them. You probably can't trust the Havding either, though. Some sort of spooky looking gentleman here.
Well met.
Level up. I appreciate it. Goodbye. He welcomes us. Gonna hide in this corner as best I can and level up to level 3. We're off to a very smooth start, I dare say. So yeah, we're going with the Warlock class this time around. I think they're very strong. Should be a very fun experience. And not an optimal build by any means. I went with 8 intelligence, so we're not a very eloquent speaker at all. We're not able to elucidate our thoughts. Our first feat here, I think maybe Quicken Spell is what I'll go for. Yeah, I'll pick up Quicken Spell. We already have the Scare spell that we can use infinitely. And I'll grab, I think, Mage Armor too. In addition to that, we want False Life. Gain temporary hit points. Equal to 1d10 plus caster level. Temporary hit points is pretty good. Or Bear's Endurance to just give us extra constitution. I think I'll grab False Life. To start with, at least. Yeah, Warlocks have a really cool spell list, and depending on which pact you went with, you can get an assortment of spells that you can cast an unlimited number of times per day. We started off with the Undying Pact, which the flavor of it is whether tempted by the allure of power or by dint of circumstance, the Warlock strikes a pact with one of those undying ancients who yet lurk at the corners of creation. It gives us a negative damage Eldritch Blast, as well as some damage immunity to negative, bit of damage reduction, and regen. Yeah, pretty strong for these low levels. This gentleman might just be AFK for a moment. Maybe he's monitoring who's coming in the village. Either way, we have to keep an eye on such people. We'll take work for the Hovding. Might as well make ourselves useful. Sign right here and I'll take care of the rest. I will sign a fake name. Yes. He cannot know my true name. I'll take some contracts too. I'll do the simple stuff. Founder's Cave. Help out Win the Rat Catcher. And I think a patrol is probably the easiest thing we can do. Alright. Run. Rest in the corner. Should be a fun one. We've got Mage Armor here. Scare. Already got here. Quicken, Cure Minor Wounds. I'll put that instead. Should still be infinite. And I guess Quicken Mage Armor and Quicken Scare doesn't make a difference. And the False Life spell. Alright, so we've got some rats to slay and some other things to do. I am looking to play this extremely, you know, I was gonna say nefarious, but I've got to get myself established a bit before I can do any evil acts. Darius here is playing the long game. But first, we will slay rats, if there are any inside. Have a look. There are rats. Get our spells on us. There's False Life. Another one quickly. Alright, now let's try to scare the rats. Fear me! Ah, we do scare the rats. You better run, vermin. That one's not afraid. He's too big and tough. I'll fix that. Fear me, vermin! Alright. They do fear us. Ooh, now we can use our Eldritch Blast as well. Very nice effect. And I don't remember, there's a command to automatically keep blasting once you do it. Is it dash warlock? Yeah, dash warlock auto blast. They have a lot of unique commands here. Let me try that. Auto blast. Auto blast mode enabled. That should make us keep using our Eldritch Blast once we cast it once. Onward. More rats must fall. Oh no. Try to fear them first. This damage resistance that we have, or damage reduction rather, definitely coming in handy. These rats aren't able to puncture us as easily. Fear me! Alright, let's see how the auto blast does. We miss. We miss badly once again. That time we connect. Get a few more of those. We miss very badly. We missed on a 9+3. My dex is pretty poor. All over the place a bit here. Run, Darius. You must not fall to rats. This is a humiliating fate. Run downstairs. Run down the ladder. Ugly. Stinking. We'll go back up there and try to finish them off. Alright. We still have mage armor on us, right? Get false life again. Now we're ready. Now we're ready. Fear spell does not last very long. And it's... What? You rolled a 20? How dare you? These are some brave rats. Okay. Got a couple of them scared. Let's try to take out the brave ones. These rats are the size of us. Ah. Get back. We can't hit them for some reason. Run! Climb back down the ladder. Alright, it's a hectic start, but we're gonna be fine. Stupid. Alright, let me get false life again. I think I'm happy that I went with that spell. Now, fear me. They're not fearing me. These are like super rats up here. It's like the upstairs rats are the real leaders of the rat cellar. Can't hit them. I lose concentration. Okay, okay. What a mess. What an absolute mess. Run, Darius, run! Don't die to rats. Okay. It's all going according to plan. Idiots. Sharp teeth. Sharp teeth. Rats. Alright, we're gonna try it again. More false life. Yeah, that 5 hit points. Big difference maker. Alright, I'm gonna skip the fear and just go straight to blasting. Maybe that'll work out better. I got one of them. Run away. More heals. Luckily we took the Cure Minor Wounds cantrip. So we don't have to worry about running out of healing supplies. Doesn't heal us for very much though. Alright. Get back in there. Finish them. We miss. We'll definitely hit this next one. Alright. This next blast. There it is. There's the connection. I didn't go very high dex because I'm not looking to rely on this blast very much. I'm gonna use more of my spells, I think, once I get a few more. But good enough for now. We do need to find one more rat. Let's check these doors up here in the cellar. Not in there. I have to put sprint on my hotbar for a little speed boost. Anything in the crate? Nah. No, not really. Check these other two doors and then we might have to look downstairs. Nothing. One single more. One more mangy rat is all I need. Climb down here. Here's a few. One more blast. Steal his life, Darius. There we go. That's enough rats. We can get out of here. The next adventurer brave enough to come in here can deal with all of those. Alright. We're out of here. Rats are dealt with. We had a few tails. Here you go. Yeah, we picked a couple of tails up. Alright. First mission successful. Played some rats. Next up, we still need to do this patrol, which will take us through the ghost wood and just all the surrounding wilderness, and defeat 10 enemies in the Founder's Cave. We can go for the Founder's Cave, I think. Okay. The cave. Gonna take it the long way around. I'm very distrustful and paranoid. Even if that child right there, he must not learn my secrets. No cave this way. There's a man up there. Alright, maybe we can sneak past. He never saw us. Got away. Okay. Don't see a cave still. This is such a different perspective, being this zoomed in and being this tiny. I actually kind of love it. Cave. Found it. Perhaps. Need to find 10 creatures in here. We can be on our merry way. Cave creature. Where are you? No sign of anything yet. Move a bit further in. Possible that whatever monsters there are just hiding. Still no sign of anything though. Look over here. There's a crate. We love some crates. Let's have a look. Flea-ridden blanket and hardwood. Softwood. Coal. And it looks like a bandage roll or something. I'll leave all of that stuff. I'm not that strong. I took a few points in strength just so that we wouldn't be absolutely suffering from being weak, having no carrying capacity, but we're still not very strong at all. I get forward up to here and still don't see anything. I guess I'll just turn back. Probably clear it out. There's a blood stain right there. Uh-huh. Yeah, I thought maybe since all the doors were closed that nobody was in here. Maybe they closed the doors behind them. Or perhaps it's just been so long that the doors shut themselves. I'll just keep running through. We might be closer to the other way out at this point. Still no sign of anything. Still nothing. Cave creature! Yeah, we didn't find any this time. We'll have to do another pass through. Crawl space for us to escape from. Bid. No creature. He mutters quietly. I guess we'll talk to the Hovding about the rats we were able to take out. There's no one right there. I find that hard to believe. Head into the Hovding's place. Different gentleman speaking with him. Be careful, we don't want to draw any attention to ourselves. Hide behind this desk. They finish up their conversation. He looks like he knows things. Can't afford to be spotted. Seems to be having a very elaborate discussion with the Hovding. Hurry. Hurry. Yeah, hope everybody's doing well out there. Hope life's treating you nicely. And you see what's going on over here. We're hiding behind a desk, waiting for the dwarf to get done talking. Alright, maybe he's done by now, right?
Well met.
Ah, he is. Here to talk about work. Turn in the contract. And run. We've exposed ourselves too much. And we're in the spotlight here. We've got to get behind some buildings. Better yet, behind some trees. A much more natural place for us. Not to hide. Not to go. This will help us finish up the patrol anyway. Assuming we don't get eaten by any bears, wolves, or other assorted beasts. Get a few extra hit points on us. A big spider web. Don't want to get trapped in that. A lot of spiders that are bigger than us. So we've scouted one region that we need to. We also need to do the lake and the ghost wood. That's the lake scouted. Oh no, here comes a big beast. Big giant cat. No. We'll press forward even still. There's a wolf too. Wolves and cats are natural enemies, of course. Oh no, a bullywug! It can't be. Can we scare the wolf? Can. Can we scare the frog? We cannot. Oh no, he's scared. He just doesn't have the effect. Look how terrified he is up there. Oh no, this wolf is so tough. Run! Fear me! We're gonna run ourselves. We'll go back into the village, I think. They chase, I'll try to fear them again. They do seem to be chasing us. We cast fear. It works. Wolf's not scared though. Run, wolf, run. There we go. Now let's get out of here. Our first line of defense at the moment is make things run away from us. He just pierced our chest with a dart. Ouch. Didn't even feel it. Did not even hurt. Or right there that could definitely eat us as well. I think the majority of the wildlife out here would see us as food. Don't know if that bullywug's gonna chase us all the way back to the village. He probably will. He probably will. Hopefully the brave militia women of Skal will be ready. Gonna get in here and shut the gate. Alright. Don't see anybody now. A little bit. Oh no, the militia women are attacking the bullywug. Not my fault. Not my fault. Go through this way now. Alright. Abandoned quarry. Beware of bandits on the road. That doesn't bother me. I can't read. Get in here and shut the gate. More big scary animals such as wolverines and badgers. However, alright, avoid the animals. Avoid the animals, little Darius. You don't want to be eaten. Seems like the ghost of wood here. Ghosts. Spirits. Get false life on us. Maybe we'll blend in a little bit better. Or, we do see one. And I have to assume ghosts don't feel fear. Yes, he's immune to fear. Can we heal him and hurt him? Let's see. We can. That's our only way of harming him. Unfortunately. I think at least our negative energy blast would probably not be effective. Let's use our healing. Bad spirit. Full spirit. Drops. Looks like a vial of poison. I'll pick that up. Have to examine it more closely later. We need to get a bit further into this ghost wood, and then we can return. Gotta avoid. There's a scary person. Nice. Put some trees between us and them. Oh, there's another one. Run. Hopefully, they will have cleared out the undead further in. Yeah, yes, a lot of bodies. Did they leave any loot? They did not. Oh no, there's some undead over there. Gotta hide. To the next area. Let's run right back to the village. That's the patrol done. Get out of this place. We're pretty at home here. Something like the ghost wood. Our home forest suffered a similar infestation, I'll say, but to a much worse degree. Alright, this way I believe, according to my map. That's the ghost we killed, the Arelith. Alright, back to the abandoned quarry. Now we just have to dodge the big scary animals. The wolverine and badger. They see us as food. We are not food. Quickly, Darius. Get behind the walls. Excellent. We're safe. Well, now we're in here with these bipedal armed monsters instead of the animals with their sharp teeth. Don't know which one I would prefer. Run past him. Go to the Hovding. The one who gives us the gold. The only one we can speak to.
Well met.
Nice. Gives us a bit of gold, a bit of XP. We're close to leveling now. The last one we had was the Founder's Cave, right? I guess we could head back over there and see if things have changed. Got to avoid all the people. No, no, no. Do not look at me. Do not perceive me. Alright. Found the way to the cave already, so we're just heading right back there. Let's see. Any luck, there will be some little rats for us to defeat. Nothing so far. Go a bit deeper in. I won't go all the way through like I did last time. If I get to like this area and don't see anything. Ah, there's something. The curtain's open. Probably means that somebody just came through. Probably is what that would mean. I'll look over here.
Okay. No cave creature. Always hides.
Make our escape. We'll run back. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. But we are very weak at this low level. Only 33 HP, even though we've got 19 con. I guess it could be worse. Leave the cave. Probably camp outside of it for a bit. Well, nah, we don't have the patience for that. What to do then? What will Darius do? We'll level up from another bit of XP, so maybe I'll look for something to go after. Haven't gone down this road yet. Let's see. The low road. Tales of the Dead. There's a memorial that I don't recall seeing before. You mean to tell me someone else has passed away? I'm gonna run back over to these graves. Simple weathered stone slab, unadorned except for the name of the departed. He mutters some unintelligible phrases while staring at the graves. Now we'll run away. See the large fort on the hill? Looks even more imposing from our perspective. Large chapel over here. Two very imposing buildings. I say let's go over to this one first. What do we have here? Remains. Dreadhold Botanical Garden, because we dread only a world without green. Enter the Dreadhold. Wow. Gotta say, I love what they've done with the place. Virtual circle of protection from alignment chaos. We are chaotic evil. We might be hissing a little bit. Hiss. Won't proceed any further in, but somebody has absolutely decorated this place. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Let's run around the other side. More graves. Yet more graves.
More graves. So many dead ones.
Run along the grave. Kind of interesting look to these ones. Very nice, very cool. Wow. Water for as far as the eye can see. Lovely. What do we have down here? There's a spot where we could go fishing. We don't have a fishing pole, but I would like to get one, I think. Darius enjoys the taste of fish. Oh, there's a cave back here. This is probably a very bad idea if I were to go inside.
More cave. So many.
Alright, speaking of caves, I think I'm gonna run back to the village itself. Camp out near the Founder's Cave. And wait for my prey to reveal itself. Remains of something here. Remains of Iron Oath Trade Coster. Somebody has vandalized all these signs, and we did level up from our passive XP ticks. Let's see, what can we get? Another level of Warlock? That sounds right to me. I think I'll put points into Charisma. Concentration. Just all the same skills that I've invested in already. Cool. We don't have many skill points because we're not that smart. Got false life. We need another attack spell, I think, because what we have so far is not really cutting it. What is Ghoul Touch? It is a touch attack. Caster's hand glows. Target creature must fortitude save or become paralyzed. Creature is touched by this spell or paralyzed by this spell, emit a noxious cloud. Doesn't sound like anything too impressive. But I don't want to pick one that we won't have infinitely. So I'll grab Bear's Endurance for a little bit more health, a little bit more survivability. Throw it on the bar. Right there is fine. Okay. We got Mage Armor, Bear's Endurance. And False Life. All that together gets us to a grand total of 65 hit points. Not looking too shabby for such a small little guy. Alright. Follow this road. Oh, there's the man. Got to avoid him. Run! Get away! Stopped in his tracks. He doesn't know what to make of us. Getting near to the village. I really do love this perspective, being so zoomed in. You can't really do it on a larger character because they take up all of your screen when you zoom in that much. But when I'm this low to the ground, I can zoom in as much as I like. Alright, back to the Founder's Cave. I'm not even gonna dare to look inside just yet. I think I'm gonna camp out here, away from the prying eyes of the village residents. And then we'll head in and take care of what business we have to sort out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Very excited to start this new tale in Arelith. Hope you enjoyed yourself as much as I did. Even though it was a bit of a quiet one. Please leave a like if you did like the video. And I will see you in the next one.